story ended. Years passed, but something in the ocean changed. Storms came out of season. Warm waters turned cold. Fish swam away from the city. The high priestess noticed. The queen did not.
The sea is watching, but it isn't listening.
The ocean hadn't forgotten. It was waiting to be corrected. Elira dove deep one afternoon, chasing a fish she had never seen before. She didn't notice the sudden current. It pulled her down fast. She couldn't breathe, couldn't swim up. Then the water around her changed, softened. Something unseen helped her float to safety. She woke, coughing, confused.
There was someone down there, watching me.
You were lucky. You need to rest now.
Elira didn't believe it was luck. She felt like the sea had protected her. That night, Elira had a dream. A throne made of coral stood underwater. It cracked apart. The sea filled with red. A woman cried, but no sound came out, and the moon above turned away. She woke up shaking.
I don't know that place, but it feels like it remembers me.
She didn't know what it meant, but her connection to the sea was getting stronger, and the ocean was beginning to remember too. The coral beds in Elira had always bloomed, every century, without fail. Until now. This season, the coral turned pale and brittle. The harvest died before it began. Fishermen called it strange. The high priestess called it something else.
The sea is not sick. It is sending us a warning.
No one wanted to believe it, but the sea had started to pull away. Elira went diving near the reef wall. The current was stronger than she expected. It pulled her down fast. She couldn't fight it, but then the water calmed. It wrapped around her gently, like arms, and just before she passed out, she saw something in the deep, a shape, watching her.
There was someone down there. Not a fish, not a shadow, a person.
You were lucky. Never swim alone again.
But Elira didn't believe it was luck. She felt chosen. That night, Elira dreamt again. She saw a throne made of coral break in half. The sea turned red. A woman cried beneath the surface. The moon above faded from view. She woke with tears in her eyes and sand in her fists.
Why does it feel like I was meant to be there?
She didn't know where there was, but she knew the ocean was starting to tell her. Nymera's entire city was powered by its tide channel, an underwater current that flowed in a perfect loop. One day it slowed, not stopped, just stuttered. That had never happened before.
This only happens when the throne is empty.
If so, then keep it full.
But the sea had already made its decision. It was just waiting to be heard. 3 days before the storm came, Elira already knew. She warned Mira. She told the elders. She moved the children inland. When the surge finally hit, no one was hurt.
Elira, how did you know that?
I just felt it, like the ocean whispered.
After that, people watched her differently. They didn't fear her. They listened. Elira swam to the reef wall, where she once found a glowing shellstone. She touched it again. This time, it cracked open in her hands. Inside was a carving, an old royal mark, one that only someone from Nymera's bloodline could reveal.
Why me? What does this even mean?
The sea didn't answer, but it had just given her a piece of her truth. The kingdom was changing. Floods came without warning. Fish left the reef. Even the coral walls near the palace started to split, and then one day, the throne itself cracked. The high priestess said nothing at first.